ex-Muslims. So the first thing for me is that, you know, there's many different kinds of Muslims in Muslim countries. I grew up in Saudi Arabia, and even in Saudi Arabia, you really get a diversity of people. You get people who are, I would say, very extreme. You know, they have physical and violent concepts around other people. You have people who are socially conservative, but they could be great people. You know, you can be socially conservative, and some of your ideas could be bad, but you know, you don't mean harm to other people. And you can be quite a liberal person and be a Muslim. So there's many different types of people who live in Muslim countries. One thing that they have in common when it comes to ex-Muslims, though, is that that one of the biggest problems we face, particularly in Muslim countries but also abroad, is that both people who are very conservative and liberal do not understand us. They don't understand ex-Muslims. And not only that, but that lack of understanding easily goes into discrimination. So I'll give you an example of this. A lot of people say, oh, why are you shouting about it, right? Like, the fact that people even think that there's no reason to shout about being an ex-Muslim when they live in countries where being such would like get you arrested, right? Like, I have to look around right now just to see if there's anyone listening, and I think there is, but it's fine. The fact that you even have to ask that question shows that you don't care. And I think the first thing that you can do as a Muslim is actually go to the spaces that ex-Muslims live in. They're all online because we are generally in unsafe environments, and like talk to us, and generally ex-Muslims do talk back. There's some angry ones, of course, and they have reasons to be angry, but most ex-Muslims will talk to you and try to explain why, right? Why we need to fight for our rights, what kind of things we face, etc. I think the second thing is that I want Muslims to kind of be more open to the idea that people can leave their faith, and not only should they kind of leave us alone, but actually they should support us, because we cannot protect ourselves. It's as simple as that. We can try, but there are 13 governments where we get killed. We get kicked out from our families. We have all our finances taken from us. We have our children taken from us. So what we need really is Muslim allies, people who are, you know, they believe in God, they believe in Allah, they believe in Islam, and yet they also believe it's the most important thing to support people who are leaving Islam, because we are by far one of the most misrepresented, underrepresented, and abused minority within a minority in the world. Right? In Muslim majority countries, we are a minority that's incredibly oppressed. And you know, if you're a Muslim and you've spent time kind of, let's say, disparaging ex-Muslims, then like take some time out of your life and try to like talk about us, explore the ideas, explore the fact that we exist, reach out to see if there's other people around your community who are open ex-Muslims but maybe got kicked out for being an ex-Muslim, right? The last thing I want to say is that, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. It really is, but there's also some hope. There are so many more people out there who know about us. There's so many more people out there who kind of support our right to live as we do. Unfortunately, a lot of these people for a long time were not Muslims. They were non-Muslims. But slowly, we're getting people who are a bit weird and they want to understand like the human rights issue that ex-Muslims face, and they come out in support of us. And there's a handful of people like that. But I want to see like a giant, you know, movement of Muslims who are willing to say, actually, we need to support people to choose their faith, because a lot of Muslims, even if theologically it's difficult, accept the fact that you should be able to choose not to live in Islam. And just because you're born into something doesn't mean you should stay into it. And also, these same Muslims understand human rights and discrimination, and they understand that discrimination is not just, oh, you should have the right to leave, well, that's fine, but maybe your family don't talk to you. Like, it's still discrimination to say, yes, your family should cut you out. Because if you were someone who converted into Islam from, let's say, a Sikh family, then if the Sikh family cuts you off for that, that would be discriminatory, and we would accept that, right? So I want the same kind of view from Muslims when it comes to ex-Muslims as well. That's just me. I'm gonna get onto a plane in about 20 minutes, and I'll post this when I'm on a plane so that I'm not in trouble.